For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
India's benchmark stock index Sensex 30 ended Tuesday up a modest 187.24 points at 36,675 points. It had hit an intraday high of 36,723.27 points. Week on week, the Sensex 30 has returned 3.56% on the back of continued buying by bulls. The Indian rupee ended Tuesday at 74.9350 against the US dollar. On Monday, the Indian rupee had closed at 74.67. A firm dollar and the demand for the dollar from importers and banks hit the rupee's prospects. Shares of Reliance Industries Limited hit a new 52-week high at 1,870 rupees. However, a bout of profit booking ensued, which led to the RIL stock closing at 1,824 rupees, or down 1.48% compared to Monday's close. A total of 7.17 lakh shares changed hands on the Bombay Stock Exchange. Shares of Kolkata-based private lender Bandhan Bank ended Tuesday up 11% at 395 rupees on the Bombay Stock Exchange. The bank's deposits grew 35% year-on-year for the quarter ended June 30, 2020. Bandhan Bank's advances in the June quarter rose 18% year-on-year. Shares of aviation major Hindustan Aeronautics hit a 52-week high of 1,028 rupees on the Bombay Stock Exchange. However, the shares closed Tuesday at 981 rupees, with 1.86 lakh shares changing hands on the BSE. The market is hoping that India will buy some weapons and equipments in the wake of the ongoing geopolitical tensions. Numerous online firms have expressed their inability to pay the 2% tax which was to have been paid on online advertising. These firms have demanded that the tax be deferred or the payment be deferred. The payment, called the Equalization Levy, was proposed by the Union government and to have been paid by firms which have significant local clients, but billings were happening overseas. Silver futures witnessed a brisk bout of selling and were clearly above the 50,000 rupees per kg mark. The highest level touched during the September future stands at 49,880 rupees per kg. Sentiments are weak at this point of time as investors wait and watch how India combats the COVID-19 pandemic. In late evening trade, silver futures had hit the 50,000 rupees per kg level. A miffed Guatemala plans to quit the International Coffee Organization or ICO. Guatemala is livid as global coffee prices continue to be under pressure. This has hit the earnings of several coffee growers in Guatemala. The ICO is an organization that represents 99% of the world's producers and 97% of the world's consumers. Global coffee prices continue to be below $1 per pound. India's GDP could fall by 90% on the back of rising temperature, according to a study by a global forecasting firm, Oxford Economics. The study notes that countries which are located in the tropical and subtropics, including India, could face catastrophic economic degradation.